Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for March 31st, 2018. My name is Yoshi. This is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by Schook Kaidan.com. And I am joined as always by Charlie Draco Cowden. What's up?
I'm still sick, but I'm
Yeah,
mostly over it.
that's good. At least you can podcast, so that's a good
Yeah.
sign, I guess. So we're back to talk about some idol stuff. There's a whole bunch of idol crap that came out this week, so let's get started. First up, Someday Somewhere. Kono Koi wa Transit. So this is the last idol family. This one in particular produced by Sashi. Because each group in the last idol family is produced by like a different person for like the next single or something, right? It was like Tsinku and one's by Komuro Tetsuya.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, he did like 90s Avex stuff. Yeah, and
Mm.
another person. I don't remember who it was, but yeah. So this is the Sashi group, at least for the single. I don't know what their actual plans are, like if those producers get to keep producing for them, but yeah, this is Sashi's thing. And yeah, this feels very familiar song wise. It feels like, something you would hear on the B side of an AKB single.
But it's not produced by Akimoto, or it's
that
not
I is
written
that
by Akimoto.
is that why I like this?
I'm. I don't know. I mean, I liked it more. I liked it too.
I like it quite a bit. Like it feels different. Like different enough from what AKS usually does, but it feels familiar like in an AKS way.
Yeah.
It still does, during some parts it does do that choral choir vocal recording technique layering thing, but like what I appreciate is that they have solo lines,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's what makes idols great, I think, is giving each idol or some idols their own screen time within the group context. So
Yeah.
I appreciate this a lot.
Yeah. I like the song. It
Yeah.
definitely has that familiar. This is what I expect from idols,
Yep.
and this is what I closer to what I want from idols.
Yep.
I won't say it's what I want from idols because it's still leading on the boring side, but it's definitely closer.
Yeah. Something that pops. I think just melodically, I think it pops. Instrumentally, it has good instrumentals, not great. But it's
Yeah.
not like this flat, shitty sounds that I hear from certain groups I'm not going to mention. I will leave their name out of it. I don't want to talk shit openly about that. But yeah, there are certain groups I've had grievances of instrumentals with, because it's flat or it just doesn't sound exciting or it's not layered very well. And this sounds like full in a very generic standard way. That kind of sounds rude, but in this is as standard as idols should get without being like completely boring instrumentally.
Yeah. It's also got a little guitar solo in there.
Yeah, that's very AKS to me. That sound, it's like that synth guitar solo that you hear from. I don't know. I don't think recent AKB stuff has a lot of solos and stuff. So
I don't remember any from
not at least
recently.
recent. Yeah, not at least recently. Like back in the day, like 6, 7 years ago. Hell yeah, like that's all the rage. But yeah, they don't really do guitar solos anymore. But yeah, there is one here. Yeah, and it's pretty good. And I think the melody's really good, really catchy.
Unfortunately, it's the short version, so it ends like right in the middle of the guitar solo, or
Yeah,
right towards the end of
which
it.
is okay. I usually don't give a shit about those guitar solos because it's not like they're rewriting the book in guitar
Nah,
work like Eddie Van
nah,
Halen did or anything like that. So
nah.
it's not Eruption, Like if it was Eruption, yeah, hell yeah, I'll be pissed. But it's
Yeah,
not. So
yeah. It's
I'm
not
okay.
Steve Vai on guitar there.
No, it's like some guy trained by Inoue Yoshimasa on a synth keyboard that produced it. So
Probably, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, I really like the song. It's catchy as hell. Good, cute energy.
Yeah.
And
Not so hot on the PV.
yeah, not great, but I don't hate it. What are your
I
grievances?
I'm not sure I like this trend of going with the vertical uh panes.
Didn't we have a week where we had like 3 or 4 PVs wet with like
Yeah.
vertical slicing? I think it was like
Yeah.
Wasta and someone else.
Yeah, Wasta did one, and then I think the week before that, someone else did a complete cell phone PV where it
Yeah,
was just one portrait mode or whatever it's called.
yeah. I mean, at least there's like good editing, you know? Like it's
Yeah,
done really well, but yeah, it kind of takes away from the core of the group, I guess.
it gets distracting.
Yeah.
You know, you got the one girl that they focus on and expand the pain to focus on, but they've got the other members off to the side. You're like,
You're chasing.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to focus on any one thing, and then maybe somebody does something over and one hated it, like distracts you, you miss
Yeah.
both. So it's yeah,
For for a PV about nothing, cuz literally nothing happens in this PV. Like there's no exciting event, at least in the short
yeah,
version here. Nothing really happens. It's just the
no,
members walking around in a house. For a
yep,
PV that has literally nothing going on, it's a very distracting PV
yeah,
with everything you said. Like
yep,
it's very distracting and hard to focus. But I
yep,
do think it's shot nicely. It's a little bit Japan filtered, but not in an offensive way. I can still tell like colors.
yeah,
So,
yeah. It's not bad as far as that goes. It's just this weird editing style that seems to be kind of trending at the moment.
yep. There's a couple of editing techniques that we really need to come up with nicknames for. The Denpagumi paintbrush,
Yeah,
sort of like a Japan filter situation. This needs to become a thing, like a vertical slice. But that's
yeah,
already a word. So we'll need some. We need to come up with something catchy. So
yeah. Yeah, the members look good too. It's no
yeah,
crazy outfits or anything like that.
yeah. This PV and song definitely gets me interested in this group. And the last thing we talked about from them, it was their debut, I think. And the
Mm-hmm.
center girl had her ankles broken, I think it was, right? She broke a leg or something like that, and she was sitting
Yeah,
down the entire time. And we spent the entire PV hour talking about this and going, "Oh,
yeah,
what's going on with her legs? Is she disabled?" And it turns out she just had like a broken ankle or something. So,
yeah.
yeah, now she's standing and she looks well. So that's good.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, no. I
All
would
right.
actually look to see if the other one mentioned Sashi, but it doesn't. So I
Oh,
don't know
really?
if
Okay.
I don't know if the previous one was done by her or not.
Yeah, I think the show assigned those couple of producers to this project, at least for like the second single. I think that's what it was.
Mm,
For their second singles, it would be produced by those people. I think. Don't quote me. I don't watch that show, but I think I remember reading the announcement. So,
okay.
yeah.
I thought the show ended. So
Yeah, I think it's going. Yeah. I don't know. I don't. Maybe they're going to bring it back once the single releases and they have competitions or something. I don't know.
could be interesting.
Yeah.
Could be interesting to watch.
This gets me
Um,
interested in them, so yeah.
yeah,
212,000 views. Holy shit.
yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize. Wow, that's good.
More than Nijicon, and they've
Worth it.
been around way less.
Yeah, well,
But
helps
then,
to have a name attached.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
about who you know, not what you do.
yep, that is very true. Um, I would put the song on a playlist, and I'd probably shelf the PV. It's not that interesting, and it's really distracting. So,
Yeah, I'll give the same exact score. Shelf the PV. It's shot nicely, but it's a little faint on the colors. They don't really do anything interesting in the short version, so maybe in the full it'll pick up. But yeah, I don't really don't see that happening. Yeah, song is a playlist. It's really catchy. It's cute. This reminds me of 2008, 2011, like sometime in that era, AKBB side feel. It's great. So, yeah, it's Someday Somewhere. Konokoi wa Transit. Next up, Bestium. Song's called Hanky Panky Funky Punky, featuring MIRI of Rhineberry.
Doing that rapping.
Yeah, I don't like how Japan does the featuring after the song title. I'd rather them do it after the artist that they're being featured on. It's very confusing to me, especially when I don't know who this group is. So I was watching this going, Hanky Panky Funky Punky is a long-ass group name, and then I realized, oh, Bestium is the group name. So.
Yup. Apparently, she also wrote the rap lyrics anyway.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the description of the track list, and it's like 7 tracks of one song.
Oh, there's a Dance Man remix version. That's cool.
I would not mind hearing this.
Why isn't that the featured one? Why is this the one, not the Dance Man one? If you're gonna pay Dance Man to like arrange a song, you should probably have him just write the single. Why are you saving it for a B-side remix?
You're right. And who is IU?
I don't know. Maybe it's Hamasaki Ayumi. I don't know. This random group somehow got Hamasaki Ayumi and Dance Man.
Not exactly random. If I'm reading this right, they're exciting.
I mean, random as in they have 2,000 views in the past 7 days. So
and a whole 4,500 subscribers.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying it's random. I didn't even recognize that they're idling members. Not that I was really heavily into idling, but I couldn't recognize those two. I don't even know their names, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know their names either.
I'll check up on it.
Mayu and
yeah, it's like they were in a unit called Double IU or something.
W?
W
Mayu. Yeah, W Mayu.
Yeah, they couldn't use W because that's already a thing.
Yep.
Sekia Mayu Furuhashi Mayu. Yep. So they were in idling.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So not completely random group, but yeah, they're not well known either.
No.
And they're not names I recognize from idling.
No. They are literally neither of those names ring a bell. When I think of idling, I think of like Yokoyama, I think of Kikuchiami, I think of Morita Suzuka, right? Fonchi. Like, I think of those people. I don't know these two, unfortunately. There's a lot of idling members, so.
Yeah, there were
like 30 or something, right? 20.
Wow.
Wasn't it?
Something like that. Wow. Trying to find the freaking idling in English is wow.
Oh, you have to do idling 3 exclamation points. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like there's like a billion of them. Okay, so there's a lot of them.
There's 35.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were in the 6th generation. That's why. No. Yep. And then there was Hashimoto. I remember her.
I don't remember.
Hashimoto Rika.
The only Rurika I remember
is Kaide.
Okay.
Hashimoto Kaide. Hashimoto Ruka was her sister.
Okay.
But she was in 6th gen. Ruka was.
Oh yeah, I remember sisters joining at some point, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about this at all, but yeah, let's talk about it. We got sidetracked a little bit, but that's always fun that we could share some information. It's like a funky to me, it sounds like instrumentally sounds like a Tsunku song. It sounds like I talked to you about this a couple hours ago, but I think it sounds like "Skate My Heart" from a couple years ago. I think it was the last Sayashi single. I think. Um, it's like really horny, a lot of horns. Um, rest of the song doesn't sound like it. You know, there's like rapping here, but like the horns and the horn line melodies, it sounds like
Yeah.
"Skate My Heart."
It reminds me of something, but I can't quite place what.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I honestly don't know what you were thinking of. The first thing that came
Uh,
to my mind was Morning Musume.
yeah. I heard that after you mentioned it, but no, it was more the vocals, the English vocals that was like that really reminds me of like something else, but I
A lot of
couldn't quite place it.
English.
Oh
Maybe,
yeah.
I mean, it's maybe a group that
Oh,
uses a lot of English. Maybe I don't know.
a lot of English. It makes me wonder if the one girl isn't like from America or lived in America at one point.
Yeah, but I was sitting here listening to it, going, what did she just say? I know it wasn't Japanese. It sounded vaguely English, and I couldn't tell what they were saying. So I had a hard time with that.
I can understand most of it.
But it sort of reminds me of what was that Ebichu song where they sang all of it in English? Can't Stop the Loneliness or something like that. That
Something
song is
like that.
hilarious. It's great because it's all
And
in
that one,
English.
and that one is way worse than this.
Yeah, like the pronunciation, the grammar is horrific, but it's
Yeah,
such a catchy song that I'm totally okay with it.
yeah,
But this song, I think this song's pretty damn good. I think it's a good
yeah,
hook.
yeah. This one's good. Um, they don't overdo the rapping
Yeah.
in it, which is good.
But
'Cause-
I feel like the first couple minutes, it starts with MIRI rapping for a
Mhm.
little bit, but then we don't see her like make a entrance for like a good 3 minutes afterwards. So
Yeah,
I feel like she's missing for half a song.
I mean, it is almost a 5.5 minute song.
It's a long song, yeah.
And she does throw in some of the random like backing tracks.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
she repeats the title of the song quite a few times in there. There's one part where she's doing HPFP, and then she goes HPF and runs into a rap.
Oh, is that what that was? I thought they were like,
Yeah,
I thought they were saying like HRPS, like herpes or something. Like in the back, you see in the PV, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like
Yeah.
HPRP or something like that. I was like,
yeah,
what does that spell? Like herpes? But now that you
It-
explain it, it makes sense.
yeah. It's HPFP.
Yeah.
Hanky, Panky, Funky, Punky.
That
Which-
I'm never gonna be able to say that. Say that 10 times, really fast.
Which MIRI says, but it doesn't sound that way.
Yeah, the Panky.
The hanky panky kind of sounds like she's
Just get the
saying
first
funky
word right and the
monkey.
last word right, and you're fine. Like it passes.
I think they should have changed it to hanky panky funky monkey.
Yeah, something stupid with monkey in the back. Yeah. So I think this song is damn good. I think the biggest
Yeah.
knock on it is that I think it's too long. That's
Yeah.
the only knock, really.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely see that. It's a little long.
Yeah.
But not. It doesn't. It doesn't feel like it's dragging by the end of it.
I think you get back into it because like MIDI comes in the middle of it, so you know like, oh, okay, here we go, we get some rapping here finally.
Yeah,
Because you know she was missing for like 3 minutes after the intro, so
yeah. It's not like some other idol songs where it's like, oh my god, please just end it now.
right. At least there's different styles going on. Like there's
Yeah.
rapping and then there's singing, so it breaks it up, the monotony, you know. I think it would have been cool if she had her rapping like spliced in between in the verse as well, instead of just the girls going da 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 da. Like they basically repeat that for like a minute for the verse.
Yeah,
I feel like you could break that up with like MIDI just doing like one line, you know, one line of rap, and then just break it up, because I think that's where it becomes a little draggy. It's just like repetitive. Like I'm usually not a big stickler Like, I don't find repetitive melodies that are good, especially, to be bad. But here, because the song is long, it's like magnified to me. Like, I usually
Yeah.
don't mind repetitive melodies as long as it's catchy, but because the song is long, it's yeah, it stands out. I feel like there's only 3 melodies going on, which I don't know, probably is on par with most songs, but it stands out because it's a long song.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Um, I guess we can get into your biggest gripe with the PV.
Do you know what my biggest gripe with the PV is? We didn't talk about this beforehand. Can you tell
Uh,
what my biggest gripe is?
yeah, there's nobody there.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You know me so well. You could read me like a book.
They're in a techno club or something. Looks
Yeah,
like a dance club.
it looks dope, right? With the
Yeah.
lights going on and like it's really clean and like shiny and shit.
And there ain't nobody there.
It is
There's
so not hype.
there's 3 girls just kind of grooving in the to the song, and then
You know, you know what I was like watching this PV. I was just picturing them filming this PV, right? When the music goes off, and you're just chatting with, the members giving them directions. Just imagine the echo going on in the room because it's completely silent with no one in there to muffle the noise. Because when you have people, they act as blocking agents for echoing, right? So
Yeah.
whatever noise that happens in a busy club, it doesn't echo throughout the entire building. But
Yeah.
because it's so empty, I'm just like imagining in my head like the director going, "Cut," and then just you hear it in the other side of the room, "Cut," just like echoing everywhere because it's a big, swanky ass nightclub, but with no crowd. It would be so cool if there's people sitting next to them holding drinks or just bopping their heads, just enjoying the music. You don't even need that many people. You just show like
No.
10 people on screen at a time, just dancing and maybe a DJ on stage. Why isn't there a DJ on stage? There's clearly a turntable set up there.
Yeah, you can see the monitor for it.
Yeah, like, oh, God, such a missed opportunity.
Why isn't there a bartender?
No, there isn't one. What is this?
There should at least be a bartender. They're dancing in front of the bar, and it's just nothing. It's like we snuck in at like 3 a.m. to film this because it was the only time the club was empty.
That's the sad part. Like at 3 a.m., the club should be popping, man. It should be off the hook. People are going crazy, like dancing sideways, bumping and grinding, getting fucking drunk, and probably doing E and Molly and shit, okay? None of that is happening.
Here at 3 a.m., the club would be closed because they can't serve drinks after 2 a.m.
You should come to Miami. We'll find some places. Oh man, it's just God. I'm picturing this. Okay, hear me out on this. Okay, so it's full. That club is like full of like 100, 200, 300 people. Okay, this is what I would do if I had the budget. Right, just fill it up with like 300 people. Hire a couple actors that act as bartenders or a DJ. They don't even have to know how to do that. Just fucking serve drinks, like fake serve drinks, like slide a bottle of beer across the bar table, the bar counter, and then have a DJ just like waving his hand in the air like this and just acting like an idiot, right? But then like you'll have a storyline where the girls are dancing and then like a guy like tries to hit on them and tries to grind on them or whatever, and they slap the shit out of him. Like there's so many things you can do with a crowd.
Yep. Oh yeah, they had to shoot the outdoor scenes where they're on the stairs like 2:30 in the morning before they actually went into the club.
I don't get it. There's just weird.
They don't even have any go-go dancers up there.
No, they are the go-go dancers.
Yeah, it's like
it's not a thing that happens in a club, right? If you're a performer of some kind, you're either a DJ or a go-go dancer. You're not both, you know?
Yeah.
They just needed a little bit more budget to hire extras to make it look full and exciting and make it look like people are enjoying the music.
Would they need the extra budget though?
No, not necessarily. Like these people, I'm sure have a couple thousand followers on Twitter. They could probably get a couple hundred people off the streets. You know?
All they would have to do is post on the official Idling Twitter, which I'm sure still has followers on it, and Ryberry's Twitter.
Yeah. Why isn't idling dead?
Yeah, so
Well, maybe they don't have the Twitter account anymore.
I'm pretty sure they probably still have one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
but
it's not hard. Yeah, you're right. It's not hard.
Have what are the other Twitter idling members? They just want tweet about it.
Yeah, Yokoyama Rurika is a solo idol. You know, like she has people.
Well, and
a bunch of them revere Kikuchi Ami's on TV all the time. She's really popular.
I think also he now's on TV too.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
maybe they're in different management now, so they can't help other management people. So, but yeah, this PB would be awesome if it just had people and had a couple of good moments. You know?
Yeah.
Just missed opportunity. Because to me, what this tells me is no one came to their show.
Yeah.
Because no one gave a shit. So why would I give a shit?
Yeah. Nobody gave a shit. The bartender didn't even show up for work.
No. The manager's like, hey, can you work that one shift with BESTIEM and MIRI? And they're like, who the fuck? I don't give a fuck. You don't want to be in a music video? No. I'm calling out sick.
Yeah.
They'd rather call out sick than hang out with BESTIEM and MIRI.
Yeah.
And that sucks. So
I wonder what club it is. They don't actually mention the club.
No, but it looks cool. It's nice.
Yeah. I wish
lounge seats.
I wish they would put in the descriptions where they put it or where they had it.
What was it? Juice, I think, had a PV like this like a year or two ago, where it was shot in a completely empty nightclub, and that place was swanky as fuck too. Like they always get good locations, but then just don't take advantage of it.
Yeah,
this just looks sad. Like I have no friends.
Yeah,
which should only be uttered by me. You know, that's not something good-looking girls at their age and being an idol should have to say. Or
I wonder if this is. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, and you know that Ryberry still got fans.
Yeah.
They could have got Ryberry fans in there.
I would think
at least
some.
You know,
I guess there's that line of if only 5 people show up, then it would just be pathetic. So maybe that's what they're worried about. But then, so get the budget to hire extras. You know, that's all it is. It's always a budget thing, I think.
I don't
just creative terribleness.
I don't think they'd have issues.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Apparently, this might be Lifehouse Arc.
Okay.
But I can't find any actual pictures of them in a 5-second search.
Oh, okay.
But I can find copies of the logo, so maybe.
Yeah, might be that.
Which they're apparently performing at some point.
Oh, okay. That's cool. But yeah, it's a well shot PV. Nothing wrong with the camera work, editing, or lighting? Quality. Yeah, lighting's good. Yeah,
the lighting's good. That's like one of the number one things that most of these groups can't pull off.
Yeah. So it's well done. Just missing that it factor. This just looks sad.
Yeah.
You got to make them look like stars. They're dressed like stars, but they're not surrounded by a crowd that would crowd alongside stars.
Yep.
So sad. Just imagine 30 people just dancing with them on the rooftop with martini glasses and shit. You know, they're getting drunk and just dancing. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
It's a MTPV.
Yeah.
You want to score it?
I'd probably put this song on a playlist. It's got a little funky groove to it. The PV, I'd probably shelf it. It's not that interesting to me, so I would probably shelf it.
Yeah, I thought about dumping the PV, but like it's done really well for what it is. The biggest issue is the one I just ranted about for like 10 minutes. And you brought up some great points, but I don't think that is enough to make it a dump worthy PV. Like it's empty and kind of lacking energy overall, but it's shot nicely. The editing's good. The cuts are really good. Doesn't happen often or all the time, so that's cool. I like that. Song definitely a playlist. It's really really catchy. The only issue is that it's a little bit long, and I think there's some choices they could have done with like including MIRI in like random points in the song, like in the verse or in the chorus a little more, instead of just having her just do the intro and bridge. I think there's more things they could have done with her. All right, that's BESTIEM featuring MIRI from Rhymeberry. Song's called Hanky Panky Funky Punky. Next up, Tokimeki Sendenbu. The song is called Ski. I don't like that sound coming from you.
I don't like the ski.
You see, you know what it means, right? It transfers into kiss in the middle of it. When you say ski over and over again. Isn't that cute?
No. It's too repetitive. They do it too long.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as bad, but it's just it goes too long.
Yeah.
Especially at the end. Oh my god.
I don't disagree.
Beyond that, it's just a very basic idol song.
It is, but I think you noticed like in the middle of the song it went like in 10 different directions. It felt like after the first chorus, they didn't go back to the verse. They just went all over the place.
So they pulled a Stardust.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's sort of what I was hinting at. It was very Stardusty in that, like, what is this happening right now? This doesn't sound like what I thought was going to sound like for the rest of it after hearing the first 2 minutes.
And this is a group that's probably got as little budget as BESTIEM. They still got extras.
They did. That was a very jarring thing, though. We'll get to that later. Let's finish up with the song. I really wanted to like this song, but I just feel like the random spots in the middle where they just do like a bridge and like a weird, like false waltz breakdown. It's just, it just took me out of it. You know, it's just weird stuff happening in the middle of the song that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. There's just weird. There's talking in the middle of the song.
Yep.
That's a no-no.
And there's like a fake rapping part as well. It's not really rapping, but it's not also a speaking thing. It's like a half statement rapping.
Yeah, it's like, I can't really rap, but I gotta make it sound like I kinda can.
Right, it's not like rhyming or anything. It's just like a rapping kind of delivery of words.
Yeah.
But it's not really like talking lines.
Yeah. But there is speaking lines in the middle of it, too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's mixed in there. It's just all over the place. And, you know, you would think in a very standard idol pop sounding song, something like this wouldn't happen, but it does, and it's kind of weird and really sticks out to me.
I think the part that really got me was the part about 4 minutes, about 3:55, where she tries to do the big whole diva thing, and it's just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, you tried, But yeah, no, we should probably just cut that part out. Let's re-record that. And they didn't. They just left it in.
But even that is not as bad as what we heard last week. Remember all the
That's
bad
true.
singing from last week? At least this is in pitch. It's just not impressive, because when you diva something, you
Yeah.
want it to be really high pitched. This isn't high
Well,
pitched at all.
not necessarily high pitched, but you want it to sound powerful and big.
Right,
and,
right.
this one's more like, yeah, it's just high pitched.
Hi, I'm an idol trying
Yeah.
to sing really loud.
Yeah.
It's not really even like diva vocals
No, but
because she's not a diva. So.
it's what they're trying to go for, and it just
Right,
doesn't.
right.
It falls way short.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Uh,
But yeah,
But,
I don't hate this song, but I do think it's too long. I feel like it's a 5-minute song. Yes, it is a 5-minute song. Absolutely.
oh yeah,
It's
5
way
and a
too
half.
long. It is way too long.
Yeah, it is way too long. There's a few too many skis in there, and
Yep.
I don't know. It kind of, it's like whoever wrote the lyrics just went, yeah, add some ad libs in there. Could do some oohs and ahs and laws and la 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 and stuff in there, because I can't write a 5.5-minute song to this.
Well, I mean, I think, like, to be fair, because the song is long, maybe because the song is long, I don't think the ski happen often enough in a 5-minute song. Like, it happens in a very condensed time, but the instances that it happens are separated by like minutes, so I don't hate it, But I do agree that it is very repetitive and
But
I don't
it's
know.
broken up by parts of like oohs and ahs and la la la's and stuff like that. It's just like,
it's not a great song.
no, it's no Hidai.
No. And then we find out later it's Hyodine.
I hope not.
I don't think it is. This is like you'll at least notice that his instrumentals are different. This is very standard synth keyboard instrumentals, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the PV. This PV just scared the shit out of me because in the middle of it, I was like, who are these people? Then I realized they were doing close-ups of extras, which was really awkward. And then a random dude. This one dude!
Yeah. It's like, who's the random dude and why is he there?
He's really good looking. That's why he's there. That's about it. Like, they're like, okay, let's just look at some audition photos. Oh, this guy's really good looking. Let's get this one guy in a sea of 15-year-old girls. I'm sure he had a field day.
I'm sure the extras are like Treby Juniors or something.
Right, yeah, it makes sense. Like, they look like idols.
Yeah.
They're all made up and shit.
It's like really hard to tell who's the members and who aren't.
Right, that was the confusing part. I was like, okay, that's not a member, because every member in Tokimeki has black hair, from what I can tell. So this girl with the brown hair, that's not an actual member. And I was like, okay, I kind of know like 3 people's faces in Tokimeki Sendenbu. One's very like distinct looking. She looks like a frog. She looks like a Arias Momoka mini. She's very adorable. And then there's one that looks like Tamaishori. And then, yeah, there's other people. But yeah, I couldn't tell the difference at some point.
In other words, they look like a Stardust group.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's sad. But yeah, you could sort of tell that whoever's picking the audition finalists are looking for a certain thing.
Every agency is that way. You look at Hello Project, and you're like, okay, these girls look like Hello Project girls. You look at AKS, and you're like, oh my god, these girls look like AKS girls. Like, classic. And Stardust is the same way. Like, oh, that girl totally looks like a Stardust girl. So.
And that's why I was, like, different. Because they didn't pick her off looks.
They picked her off of the voice.
Yep. It's like, it's the first time we ever picked anybody off their voice instead of their looks.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
really?
God. The dude just said ski into my face, and I was like, oh.
Is this supposed to be like a harem anime?
Like, he has the harem, right?
Yeah,
He has the pick of the litter. Like,
yeah.
what a piece of shit. Fuck this
It's
guy.
like, well, it gives me this Valentine's Day feel, right? So he's like the one guy that's giving the chocolate or whatever to all the girls. It just has this like perfect setting for being a harem anime or something.
What if he's not a guy?
Well, then I don't know.
Seems like a guy. But it's just so random. There's just one guy mixed in this PV
Yeah.
as a close-up. It's so weird.
And he's in
Randomly.
there a couple times.
Like 3 times. It's
It
weird.
is always close-ups.
Yeah. And he says ski to my face. I don't feel very comfortable. I'm very comfortable with my sexuality, but this is still weird. He's hitting on me.
Yeah.
He's invading my personal space. I don't like that, no matter who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's very jarring when they're going through the faces, and it's like, oh.
It's like girl, 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 boy, girl. I'm like, whoa, okay, okay. No, I don't. You know, I don't judge. I don't judge whatever you want to, whatever you're into. That's fine. But like, okay, there's like literally combo breaker.
Yeah.
Like as literal of a definition as it gets.
Yup. It is just like, did I actually see what I think I saw?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because you don't see him for more than a split second, but it happens like 3 times. So it's like, oh, what?
Yup.
What? Okay. Weird, random. Okay, sure.
Maybe it's the director.
Yeah. The director owed the guy's like parents money, and he's like, I don't have the money, so I'll put you in this PV. He's like, okay, I'll do it.
No, but I'm talking like maybe it's the actual director. He
put himself in there.
Yeah.
What a
his byline was he had to have a cameo in the PV.
Fucking dick. Dick.
That sounds like something an American would do.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this PV is a 1-set PV with like a heart kind of themed set. Balloons,
Oh yeah, definitely.
pink shit everywhere.
Heart balloons, hearts in the background.
Yeah, it's
pink. It's really pink.
Yeah, it's really contained too. It feels really small in a not good way, and especially when they bring out all the extras to stand behind them.
Yeah,
it looks really small. The set is really small.
Yeah,
and those are tiny girls. So imagine putting a grown man in the middle of it. Like that stage is like even tinier than we actually think.
Yeah, it's probably maybe 8 feet across, maybe, and probably only like 6 feet deep.
I think a little bigger than that, but like the pillars in the front don't help either. Those are huge and they take up a lot of space. But I think the PV's really well shot for having a tint of Japan filter on top. Like the members look really cute. I like their like street clothes shots more than the performance outfits. I think those look like, I don't know, if Paspo were like flight attendants for an airline that takes you to Candyland, maybe. That's sort of the outfits they're wearing.
Kinda. They're very simple outfits. They're like a plain white, or it's not white. It's
like a pastel beige.
I'm not sure what color. Well, I'm talking about the blouse, and I don't know what color that is. Yeah. It looks like it might be a pink, but
it's like an off-white or pink, yeah.
But yeah, because of the background and the lighting, you can't really tell. Willy Wonka flight attendants. But then the skirt is like this peach glitter thing,
right?
And that one, I'm not so sure on that. They also have this neck thing that looks like it belongs on a cloud.
Lace, like frill necklace.
It looks like it belongs on a clown.
Yeah, it doesn't look great. I don't like the outfits.
I've seen more offensive outfits. Let's put it that way.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
These are very safe outfits, but
yeah,
I think color palette wise with the background, it's not great.
Yeah.
At least for the video.
For a PV full of bright colors, or bright color, because pink is the obviously the brightest color here. It's not a very colorful PV. And Japan filter definitely doesn't help.
Yeah. And then they got the solo shots, the close ups where they're in with like random backgrounds.
Yeah. It's like weird shapes in the back.
Yeah. Like, hey, look,
Zigzags.
here's triangles, here's zigzags, and here's polka dots. And
Yeah.
I guess it's good that they broke it up a little bit, but it's kind of weird.
Members are shot really nicely. Like, I can definitely see myself Oshin the Tamai Shiori lookalike. I can definitely see it. But, yeah.
This one girl looks like Ayami.
Muto Ayami. I don't remember what she looks like.
Kind of reminds me of her. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. It's still one set PV, so.
It's a one set PV with more people than BESTIEM had.
That's the sad part. That is so sad.
BESTIEM. Partly because there's more members there, but the extras too.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, you want to rate it?
I think I'd shelf it. I think I'd shelf both. I'm not super hot on the. I'm not hot on the song at all. I probably would not listen to this very often, but it's not terrible. I wouldn't dump it. And the PV's all right.
Yeah, I think it's a double shelf for me as well. It's one set, two contained for me. One set PVs work better for groups that are more performance focused, instead of more of the traditional idol QT route. I think if you're going that traditional route, you need to do more than one set. If you're a performance focused group with choreo and flashy movements and shit like that, then yeah, one set PVs are okay. But
works great for up girls in a lot of cases.
Right, like Hello Project too, like in like Morning Musume's, like when they were pushing the whole what is it the what was it,
formation dances,
formation dancing stuff. Like, it made sense to me in my head. I could wrap my head around why 1-2-3 was in one set, or why brainstorming was in one set. It made sense. But for this, I think a variety would not hurt. And yeah, and the song is too long and then a little bit like off kilter in the middle. That kind of takes away from it, I think. It's not bad. Tokimeki Sendenbu, Ski. Next up, KINDAI Girls, Free Your Imagination.
KINDAI University.
KINDAI University. That's kind of redundant because Kindai is already short for Kinki Daigaku. So it should really be Kinki University. And yeah, Tsunku graduated from this college, so he wrote a song for the idol group for the college.
Yeah. Guessing this is the entrance team or something. At least that's what the last one was the entrance team.
Okay.
The entrance ceremony song. And it was released about the same time.
Okay. Yeah. They're the Kinki Daigaku Nyugakshiki Performance Unit KINDAI Girls. So they perform at entrance intro ceremonies, I guess.
Yeah.
From what I can tell. So I guess they only perform once a year when they welcome new students.
Pretty much.
That's what it seems like.
And Sunku's written a few songs for him.
Right. Seeing in the description, like, other stuff.
Yeah, there's at least two others from 2016 and 2017.
Seishun, Jinsei Takeoff. Yep. And this is the new one. And yeah, the song is Hella Tsunku.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is so Tsunku. I loaded this up and I didn't watch the opening part with the satellite.
Yeah.
So I'm like, as soon as the music started and I heard it, like, is this? And I had to go check. Yeah, this is Senku.
You can hear it in the instrumentals. You can hear it in the melodies,
You can hear it in the vocals.
the vocal melodies, like how
Just the,
abrupt a lot of things end. Like that's totally Tsunku.
well, and just the way they sing.
Yeah,
You can tell he had his fingers right in there
yeah.
directing the whole thing.
And how the pre-chorus repeats like 10 times.
Yeah.
Mata kore kara da, mata kore kara da. Like the repeating of that one phrase over and over again. That is totally Tsunku.
Yup.
And that
And
melody is repeated in many, many Tsunku songs. So
this is like Morning Musume 1/6?
yeah.
1/5?
I mean, I think anything recently, like I do think the instrumentals feel a little retro and aged. But yeah, this could be a song that he gave any Hello Project group, I think, and I wouldn't
Yep.
bat an eye.
Yep.
So, but I think it's not bad. I do think it's very, very repetitive in a
Yeah.
not good way. Like, I said it before in the previous song. I'm not a huge, hater of repetitiveness, but this one I'm not a big fan of.
This is amusing because I'm normally the one that complains about that.
Yeah, that's why I'm making it a point to say that I'm usually not an. I usually don't have issues with it.
And I don't really have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because I got really used to Sunku songs. 2000 like one to
Yeah.
now. I got really used to Sunku songs.
Yeah, that might be it, but I mean, I loved Tsunku's stuff, since I started following idols, in 2011. So it's not like I'm not used to this. It's just that in this context, I'm not a big fan. There's no solo singing.
I don't know. You didn't care for some of the older Morning Musume stuff,
Well, how old though?
The shuffle stuff.
No, that didn't sound like this though. That was like goofy. Let's do Japanese taiko like festival songs and dance like an idiot to it.
Some of
those
it was.
I don't give a shit about those. What was that rap one?
Get Up Rapper by Salt 5.
Yeah. Salt 5. Yeah. That was good. I like that one.
Salt 5 and Water 11 and Air 7.
Oh god.
7 Air. 7 Air.
That's so stupid. It's so stupid. It really is. But I would never ask them to change that. That's just great.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with the song. I do think the melodies are catchy, but I think this is basically hurt by my personal biases of if maybe Morning Musume did it, I would be okay with it, or more okay with it.
Yeah.
That's the issue, I guess, because you'd hear different voices, you'd hear solos, and I have personal investments in certain members of Morning Musume, so it certainly wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. I can see that. Apparently the PV was done by TNX, which is that other company that Sunku started.
Oh yeah.
TNX Fanfare apparently is the one that did the PV, so
yeah,
it's not under Upfront.
I'm assuming this location is the school.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
That school looks fucking dope.
I mean, isn't it one of the biggest or one of the top universities?
I don't know, dude. I honestly, like, for me, all the Ivy League schools that I can think of is like Tokyo and KO and a couple of those,
Oh, I didn't realize it was in Osaka.
Yeah, it's in Osaka.
That's
that's why Tsunku went there. He's from Osaka.
Well, it has campuses in Nara, Uchida, Wakayama.
Yeah, so they're basically like a University of Phoenix.
Fukuoka.
It's not a real school. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. But yeah, they have multiple campuses. But yeah, I guess their main campus is in Osaka. And I'm assuming this is where this PV shot, because, whoa, this school looks fucking cool. I would go to this school.
Yeah.
It's like really modern and fancy. A lot of glass windows.
Yeah, I don't see like holy shit, 30,000 undergraduates.
Jesus. That's
I don't know if that's
pretty big.
I don't know if that's graduates or actual like attending, but
I'd believe it if it was attending. Okay, I'm looking at pictures of their school. Most of their buildings don't look like this fancy ass place in this PV. Looks pretty brown. And bricky.
yeah.
So, yeah. It's just they shot it at the nicest looking part of the school, I guess. But yeah, it's a big school from what I can tell. It looks like there's a lot of rooms.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They are dancing mostly in front of this one building with big glass windows and stuff, and the other shots are like them eating in a cafe or in the library, studying or pretending to be studying. So it's like this is the campus life kind of PV.
Yeah. This is what, college should be like, but
Yes,
probably isn't.
college is like not going to the library because you don't feel like studying.
Yeah.
Playing video games with your friends,
Getting drunk.
Yes, absolutely getting drunk, and
Beer pong.
and you wake up the next day going, "Oh fuck, I have class at 7 in the morning," and you go, "Fuck it," and don't go.
Yeah.
That was my college experience, except for the whole drunk part. I only got drunk a couple times because I can't handle alcohol, but yeah, that was my school life. This school life seems a little too clean and lacking in debauchery of any kind.
Yeah. Yup.
So the members of KINDAI Girls, they're dancing in front of the school buildings and shit. They dance really hard, so I really appreciate their energy.
They must have been like practicing for this for a while, because they're pretty well in sync for the whole thing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of members. There's like I think 30, close to 30.
And if this is the new class that's entering, they spent a lot of time practicing.
I'm going to imagine that these are girls that have already attended there, so they're like second year, third year, fourth year, whatever.
Yeah, that's what
like if you're an incoming student, you go to the ceremony and then they perform in front of you. Not you go to the university for the opening ceremony and perform for the university. So, it's a good idea. I think it's a cool idea. Not sure if it helps getting enrollment, but it's not. This isn't Love Live. Love Live does not happen in real life. I have to save my school by making an idol group. That's not a thing that happens in real life. So, that's not their goal. I don't think.
No.
But yeah, Rayo in chat mentions the outfits. They look like Italian gelato Florence boat steering people.
The
gondolas, yes.
That's
my stereotypical guess at what those people would dress like.
Yeah, I could see that. Except they wouldn't have polka dots. There'd be like solid color.
Right. I'm looking at pictures now. They definitely wear hats like that. It's like a flat billed straw hat from Google image searches, and they wear like Waldo style horizontal stripe shirts. So, close enough.
Yeah.
That's sort of my impression.
But then you got the polka dot. Well, it's not a skirt. It's like, I don't know, a wrap of some sort.
You're right. Yeah, it's just
with the
gold,
classic gold shorts,
gold hot pants.
Yep.
Yeah, hot. Hell yeah. Except it's covered by watermelon pattern. It's literally
Yep.
watermelon pattern. It's red with black polka dots, so it looks like watermelon seeds.
Yep.
So yeah, they look like an alternate universe gondola uh, drivers or whatever you call those people.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nicely done, but it's lacking for sure in variety.
Yeah. And then you got that painting
It's like a
shot that
painting, but not really.
it's like a Harry Potter painting where they're moving,
Yeah.
but except the flag bearer where she's all like stiff. It's
Yeah.
weird.
You
That
know
that
that
shot is just
that's
weird.
the kind of stuff you can learn by attending Kinky. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool, right? Photoshop and After Effect and whatever.
Yeah.
Video editing software. I don't even know what their school does. I don't even know. Maybe they don't teach that there.
Uh I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but all right, anything else?
Um no.
All right. Rate it.
I'd put the song on a playlist. I enjoyed the song. I It's kind of refreshing to hear a straight up Sunku song. Um, the PV I'd probably shelf. It's not. It's okay, but yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. The dancing's good though. You can
Yeah.
definitely tell they put in the time to get it down.
It's crisp. Really sharp.
Yeah.
I'm going to shelf both. I think the song has its moments, but I don't it's one of those songs where oh, this is the third song off of a Morning Musume AAA side or whatever, right? Like Barry's Kobo a AAA side or a cute AAA side, and I'm like, okay, this is definitely the third A side, and not the first or the second billing. So I don't hate it. I like the instrumentals. It's got the retro like '90s, early '90s feel to it, which I love that era of instrumentals. So it's great, but yeah, it's not really doing it for me. Yeah, and PV, it looks nice, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's lacking in variety, and I'm not a big fan of those outfits. All right, that's Kindai Girls for your imagination. Next up, rapid fire ratings. We are running long, actually, quite long, so we're gonna keep it pretty quick here. Rapid fire ratings. We're gonna quickly talk about some of the stuff. Quickly rate them. Juice, Naiteiiyo. You can cry now, Draco.
Yeah. No.
No,
Nah.
I mean, you can cry because it's so good or it's so bad.
Yeah, I might cry when I see like Sexy or Vivid Midnight
No.
because of how bad they are, but this is just boring.
Yeah, I would
um,
agree.
the PV's what? Is there anything but this one shot in this PV?
This is one of those PVs where it's one set.
Literally one set. They don't even have any like close-up shots that are with a different background from
Right.
what I can see, and they've got these giant balloons with lights in them. Yay!
It looks nice, but that should not be you know, the visual thing that brings it all together because the members are there. You're here for the members, but you need more than that most of the time. And
Yeah.
this is probably not enough. Balls, white balls, not enough for Juice
Nope.
Juice.
Not at all. Not at all. Especially not with this song. It's a ballad. It's a sentimental, no, it's boring. Dump. I would dump both.
I agree with you. PV is unbelievably straightforward in a not good way. And let me just check and see if this is the. Okay, good. So this is the second billing on the AAA
Yeah.
side. So yeah, that's okay. I have a lot of hopes for Sexy. I hope it's very sexy because that's exactly what I look for in Juice from
Where?
from 17-year-old girls. That's exactly what I want, right? if you couldn't catch my sarcasm, I'm gonna say that statement was sarcasm. In case you didn't understand my sarcasm. But those people
Um,
listening, uh huh.
they're 19 to 23, except for the new members.
So how old are the new members?
16.
Okay, I don't need sexy from those girls. I don't even need sexy from Miyamoto or anyone.
You know, I'm watching this TV and I'm like, I know she's still there, but God, I can't I can't find Miyamoto in this, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible of me.
Why? Why are you struggling with this?
I don't know.
She has a very unique look.
I know.
Actually, everyone in Juice looks very unique. Like it's a group that you can really easily tell the members apart, I think. I don't know, I'm the crazy one, but
Oh wow, Rio's reading way into this.
so yeah, Shelf both song is
Shelf him?
sorry, dump. Dumping the song as well. I think it has an okay melody, but oh boy, this is just as standard as like a piano kind of ballady songs get, so doesn't
Yeah.
do it for me. Juice Naiteiiyo. Let's wait for sexy. Next,
Or even Vivid Midnight.
yeah, I would bet money that those two will be better than that.
Yeah.
If it isn't, then I'm just gonna cry. So I mean, they gave me permission, right? They said it's
Yeah.
okay to cry,
Yeah.
right? So if the other
Yeah,
things are worse, I will cry.
If that's the best thing off this single, oh boy.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Next up, Sora Sakana, Flying Fish. Song's called Lightpool.
I like the title of the EP. A light EP.
A light. So yeah, Sora Sakana, they do like this indie math rocky kind of thing. So I wanted to quickly talk about them. I think it's very unique, and I can't say the same for the PV here. It's a short version, and it's not much going on, but I think the song is very unique.
It reminds me a little of a tiny bit of Especia and some of the stuff the members from Especia did after the group disbanded. But it also reminds me a little bit of Speaking of Yodu and the stuff they did. It really feels like Speaking of Yoda's like first single, especially the PV. I don't know if it's done like directed by the same people or what, but that's definitely the feel I get from it from Stow Lab.
I think musically it's definitely different though. Like the projection PV is definitely it's Speaka, but
it's got a little bit of a familiar tone to it, to the same thing that they've done, or to some of the stuff they've done.
Yeah. And then it cuts into a interview part.
Which, yeah.
That
short. Was just stupid.
It's it's like doing a short PV and then, not just cutting it completely at that point. So I appreciate that. I'd rather have this than a short PV where it's literally a minute and a half. So
I mean, it doesn't cut until 2 minutes, and then it goes into another 10 or 15 seconds of song there at the end.
Yeah,
maybe longer than that.
I mean, there's really not much going on in this PV.
No.
So like whatever 30 seconds or more they show isn't gonna be anything enlightening.
But if you're into the song, and then they just suddenly cut to the behind the scenes footage, basically, and the interview, and then they throw you back into the song, it's not good promotion.
I feel like this kind of music, if you're not enjoying it, if you're not sold on it by the first minute, it's not for you, I don't think. because
No,
it's very unique and specific
oh
as
yeah,
to
no.
what sound they're going for. Like if you
What?
tell me, oh yeah, you need to wait like 3 minutes to enjoy a Momoko
Oh no.
song because it goes through 20 different like themes and phases because it's Hyadine. Yeah, I can get that, but like this is like unique as hell, and it's like it's got that like super like indie sounding math rocky guitar work and
Yeah.
atmospheric
No,
work.
I'm not saying that it takes that long to get into it. I'm saying that it breaks the immersion to
Yeah.
have the interview and the backstage behind the scenes footage thrown into the song like that.
Yeah,
I
but
would
you've
have
seen the PV and the song by that point though. Like this is
I would
all it
have
is.
I would have rather they had just done the short version and then tacked on the interview at the end. Rather
Yeah.
than try and
I
go
don't think
back
it would
into
have
the
made a
song.
difference. I already like this song, so
Yeah,
the
but
PV
I
is
didn't want
whatever.
it to go back into the song. I wanted it to just end after the interview.
No, then just go buy the song. If you like it enough, you just buy the song. That's what I'm talking about. Is like if you're not sold on buying the song in the first 2 minutes, like why are you listening to idol music? Because idol music is pretty predictable.
Oh yeah, no.
So if you're not sold on it in the first 2 minutes, it's you don't need to buy it.
I never said I wasn't. I said it breaks the immersion.
Yeah, so you can get the immersion back by buying the single. That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
it
You
just
don't
doesn't
need
feel like good marketing to me.
no, it definitely isn't. But like, I don't think this is much worse than a short PV.
No.
I think I treat it the same. It's a short PV.
But it would have been better if they had just let the song be short and then tacked on the interview at the end.
It's I don't think that's just like minor details that I don't care about personally.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't agree. But you
No,
want to rate it?
I like this song. I would put this song on a playlist. Um, the PV, I'd probably shelf the PV. Maybe dump it. It's borderline for me. There's not a whole lot interesting going on.
Yeah, I think I would dump the PV. It's the whole projection thing. It's been done before. The first one I think it was like Cheeky Parade CPU, and like
Yeah,
recently Wakita Monari's like in the city or whatever. That's
yeah,
really not my thing. I don't think it's that cool. So I guess people like it since it happens often enough, but I don't care
yeah.
for that technique. It's pretty whatever for me. Um, and it seems like that's all this PV is. It's pretty one note. So yeah, it's not a very interesting PV. And the song, I really like the song. It's unique, and you don't really hear this kind of stuff in idol music. I think the closest thing we've talked about is that Hamida system with the dead cicada, and it was more like edgier than this, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's similar in that guitar tone and atmosphere. So that's Sora to Sakana Lightpool. Next up, E-Ticket Production. Once again, it's a song that features a member, not a production that features a member. So it's E-Ticket Production. Song's called Right Now, featuring Mizuha from Sakura Ebi's.
Yeah. How does E-Ticket Production pick the members that they're gonna feature?
Just, hey, which idol
I-
can I rent out for cheap?
Is it like a dartboard?
Yeah. The
Because I'm
last
looking.
What was the last time? It was last summer school, like that idol group. Summer Rocket, I think.
Um, um,
We
um,
talked about it on the show. It was like a month or two ago, and then we didn't like it because it was
Summer Rocket.
Summer Rocket. Yeah, it was a girl. It was a girls of Summer Rocket, right? It was like 4 members.
Yeah.
So
Well, we also did, I think, Wonderful World, um, which was Hikaru somebody.
oh yeah, Maki she's like a group of your idol.
And then there's Sora Tab Sakana is another one
Uh huh.
that's and Idol Resistance
Hmm.
or Renaissance. I'm never quite sure which one that is.
Yeah, so this guy always, he was the ex Rhineberry producer. Now he is doing his own thing, and he always does a rap thing featuring an idol. And yeah, this is the newest one. And
But Sakura Emmy's just seems weird to pull from.
yep,
She does a decent enough job, though.
yeah,
For it. For literally, like, what? A group with one single? Two singles?
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it, but
I don't know. I think she does an okay job.
it's not.
Um,
It's not that. I don't think you need that much skill to do what is required from e-ticket. Like, you don't need to be a skilled rapper. You can just be a person that can
yeah.
sort of fast talk, and I think you'll be fine.
I mean, I couldn't do it, but that's beside the point.
I mean, no one records, I'm assuming, this in one take. You just split it up into lines. You can just have her do one line at a time. If you do it that way, don't think it's that difficult.
Yeah.
I think that's why he can throw, at a dartboard, like you said, and just pick a random girl off the street, a random idol off the street, and make it work. Because he has a formula down to a science.
Yeah.
And it doesn't require that much technical skill.
Yeah, I could see that. Um, it's I'm not huge on the song, but I've never been super huge on rap music anyway. But and the some of Rhineberry stuff just never did it for me anyway.
Same.
But this is okay. That's about all I can say for it.
It's very okay.
The PV is in a skate park with like one dude in the background skating on a half pipe type thing.
Yep. One more to add to the lacking of people in a venue that should have people in it. Yes.
Yeah, at least they tried. At least they had one person.
Yeah, but
it's
that's the saddest.
her.
That is the saddest skate park in Japan if you only have one person skating.
Yeah. I would probably dump the PV and shelf the song. I also don't like the animojis that are in it.
Yeah, that's the iPhone X. Why? Yeah. They literally took iPhone X. They screen captured iPhone X. They did the animated emojis thing and made it talk.
Well, you can do that with just record it on the iPhone.
Right. And you can I'm assuming you can just export it.
Probably, yeah.
That's what I'm assuming is what happened. But yeah, it's really really fast cuts. I don't think any of it's really interesting. I'm not invested in her, so it's really hard for me to get into it. I like the idea of the skate park, but yeah, I wanted maybe people doing more than just going up and down the ramp, maybe some tricks. So yeah, it's just lacking in excitement. And that dude looks like he's riding a mountain bike, not a BMX bike. So that looks kind of out of place. But it's not really a big issue. But yeah, none of it really speaks to me, song or the PV. So I'm gonna dump both. I just can't get invested in this at all. It's e-ticket production right now, featuring Mizuha from Sakura Ebi's. Last but not least, Maneki Kecak, Atashi no Nokori Zenbu Ageru. This is the complete edition, whatever that means.
It's the full drama in like 10 minutes.
God, can I just get the condensed?
Yeah, sure. The one girl's like having issues, the other girl's having issues.
They're all having issues.
The one girl looks like she's about to commit suicide.
Do you remember the last Maneki Kecak PV we talked about?
Nope.
They all had issues. Every PV they do, each member has an issue and their life sucks. And they're like, life sucks. This life sucks. There might be a light at the end of the tunnel, but this life sucks. Like, it's that. That's their music, apparently, according to their PVs. That's their theme in music.
Yeah. Um, the one girl like breaks her leg or something, and another girl takes over for her or something, and they meet because they're both depressed. So she decides to go out for basketball.
Yep.
I I don't know.
One's dating a teacher and the teacher breaks up with her. Like it's just dumb drama shit, right?
The one girl wants to go to vocal school or wants to be a singer or whatever, so she decides
It's
to go to vocal school.
it's
I,
recycled drama stuff. The only thing that we don't really
yeah,
see every time with the drama stuff is dying mom. So that's kind of
yeah.
heartbreaking, you know, like she actually dies or is like, suffering in the middle of the PV. So,
No, she actually dies.
she does, right? Okay, so
Yeah,
like it's way too long. I don't remember every detail unfortunately, but um
yeah,
she dies and like there's like flashbacks afterwards and stuff where she's alive and she's crying that she's going to die and leave her daughter, or whatever. I
yeah.
think
They
that's
should
the
probably.
right because the title is like, Atashi no Nokori Zenbu Ageru, which is whatever I have left, I'm giving it to you. So it makes sense.
Yeah. There's shots of her watching a video that she recorded of her mom and
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
And I think she's the one that joins the basketball team to afterwards. So
yeah,
I think
maybe. I don't know. It's just
it was hard to follow at some
it's
points.
very Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino-y in that you get angles up on angles. So
Yeah,
we're looking at like 20 different angles and 20 different stories. So it's hard to
yeah,
keep track of, especially since it's a 8-minute PV. And it's really hard to get invested in because it's just a really depressing PV from start to finish.
yep.
So yeah, it seems to me like Maneki Kecak really like being depressed and emotional, but doing piano ballads and
With really bad
not
acting.
ballady, not ballad, but like piano sad song.
Station.
It's every song I've heard. I think I've heard about three songs by them. I feel like every song has sounded like this. It's like this mid-tempo piano rock sad song. So
Yeah. It's yeah. It's not a bad song. It's just really boring. Is all. And then there's some random bullying going on in the middle of the PV,
yeah,
which I didn't understand at all. Um, so yeah, I don't know.
yep,
It's way too long.
yep.
I will admit I did not watch the first like what 3 minutes or so of the song.
Oh, you missed quite the treat.
Oh, I'm sure. It's yeah, or well, not the song, the video.
Hmm.
I listened to all of the song, but I did not watch all of the video.
Yeah, you
Not
missed the
it.
part where the teacher's kissing the girl, and then basketball girls running back and forth, and girl in the hospital feeding her mom, and the mom is like, "I don't like this food," or she can't taste stuff because her taste buds are gone, or
Yeah, I
something.
think they make it look like she's got lung cancer or something to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
effect.
it
And
had like an
I don't know
X-ray of her lungs.
whether that's actually the case or not. Who knows? But
Yeah,
they're terrible actors,
yeah,
actresses. There's one girl that's supposed to be crying, and yeah, she does not look like she's crying at all.
hmm
It's just, yeah, I'm gonna dump this whole thing. I'm gonna dump the complete edition.
Oh, it's a complete dump.
Yeah, it's a complete dump.
Yeah, I'm dumping it as well. Yeah, this is one of those groups I don't understand. I will probably never understand, unfortunately, if this is the route they're going every time they do a PVN song. So,
Yeah.
all right, that's Maneki Kecak, Atashi no Nokori Zenbu Ageru,
Mm.
and that's all the PVs we had to talk about tonight.
Mm.
But before we end the show, talk about the MVPV. What are your tops?
Mm.
I have two.
I kind of looked it over. It's kind of between three of them between for me. It's someday somewhere, Bestium and Kindai Girls.
Okay. If I had to add a third, I would swap Kindai Girls with Soratobu Sakana. But yeah,
Yeah.
I would be okay with Someday Somewhere or Bestium, whatever you feel stronger about.
Uh, Kind of a toss up because
I think they're even for me. That's the thing.
yeah, it's kind of a toss up between the two.
The thing is though, I think I'd rather watch the Someday Somewhere PV only because it's depressing watching Bestium's PV because of the lacking in the people. Like it just looks sad. Like no one's there, no one's hype with them. Uh it's just empty and lame.
Yeah.
It's like when I was in a band in high school, we actually got bigger crowds than the crowd they got, you know? That's
Well, I mean,
that's
you could
sad.
have
I
got
actually got people to show up at my concerts.
you could have got one. It had a bigger crowd than they did.
Yeah, but I'm not exaggerating. I could at least get like 15, 20 people as a collective to our shows. They got zero. So that's the only differentiation. Like
Yeah.
I think, I'm not more invested in Someday Somewhere, but I feel like I can be more invested in Someday Somewhere because of the PV, because they show the members, even though it's
Yeah.
all vertical slices or whatever. But we see the members, and it's a cute PV or whatever. Not
Yeah.
interesting, but it's cute.
I think I kind of enjoy this song more too.
The Someday Somewhere song.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I would probably go with that too.
all right. So Someday Somewhere, Kono Koiwa Transit is the MVPV of the week. Follow up is followed up by Bestium, Hanky Panky Funky Punky Fanky Hanky Panky
Panky.
Funky Punky.
Yeah. Monkey fits in there way better.
Yeah, sorry. Hanky Panky Funky Punky Monkey.
Yeah. I think Funky Monkey would it would flow a lot better than
I mean,
Funky Punky.
isn't there a Japanese band called the Funky Monkeys already? So
Maybe, but
I think there
I
is.
don't know.
I don't quote me on that, but I think there is. But yeah, so yeah, Someday Somewhere, Kono Koiwa Transit is the MVPV. Don't forget to watch us every Saturday nights around 7 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/Schook Kaidan and youtube.com/Schook Kaidan. And we have Twitter accounts at Schook Kaidan, me at Yoshirect, and Draco at Draco60, and Discord channel where you can chat with us 24/7, discord.me/NSK. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Nope.
We'll see you guys next week.
Later.